You don't need to see my dusting cloth. Rough day. Wait for some folks to get here. Hey, Betty. I'm going to wait for a couple more folks to get here. I'm vaping. Sorry. Better than smoking, right? Well, I'm not going to vape unless I turn the thing on. Trust me, if I had a joint, I'd smoke it right about now. Okay. Well, I'm going to just start. There's 3 of you here. Let me know who you are so I can know who I'm talking to so I don't have to repeat myself later. Because I can only go through this a couple times. Okay. All right. So I had 3. 1 dropped off. All right. Whatever. Okay. So this morning, you see 2 potty pads in the back here with 1 little thing on it. Okay. When I got up this morning, went to bed about 11:30 last night. Everything's fine. We went on our last little walk around the building and then came in. And went to bed. Everything went to bed. Not went to bed. Went to bed. Got up this morning and I come in here and I have an entire, hey Kim, Roses and Cards is in the hospital right now. Everybody send a prayer to her right this minute. Heavenly Father, we ask you to bless Kim and heal her and send her home soon. Amen. So, anyway, so I come out here this morning and the potty pad is full. I mean, only space is this big in between everything of poo. Only about a quarter of it was solid poo. The rest of it was diarrhea, and there was 3 spots with blood. I freaked out. My dog is now pooping blood. Bloody diarrhea, and I am freaking out. So I call his vet. They don't have an opening until next Thursday, a week from Thursday. I called one of the vets that I used to use for my other dog, Buddy. They didn't have anything open until next week. Monday, I think. And I'm broke as fuck. I don't have any money, right? How am I going to do this? What am I going to do? Okay, so I'm messaging some friends that I know that have pets on Facebook. What do you do? Where do you go? I call 2 other different veterinarians. They couldn't see him. They couldn't get him in. The emergency hospital, of course, could get him in. And just to walk in the door is $200. And oh, God. So he's not eating breakfast. He wasn't eating breakfast. So I did find one place called Allen Veterinarian Clinic or Veterinarian Hospital, which was really close to me, only 3 miles away. And they told me it's just a walk-in clinic. And I'm like, okay. So I told him what was going on. And some other things that, he does. He barfs a lot. We know that. They said it was, anyway, he barfs a lot. He licks his feet a lot. And so we talked about that. I took in 2 samples of the bloody stool that I got off of that potty pad. Put it in a sandwich bag. Actually just turned the sandwich bag inside out, lifted it in there, covered it back up. So I got 2 of those. And that wasn't enough for them to be able to do a fecal study or whatever. You would think they could put that under a microscope. It was more than the size of a dime with a blood clot in it. You would think they could see that under a microscope. They told me no, it had to be stool. It had to be solid. I'm like, well, I'm not here to see you for solid poop. I'm here to see you for bloody poop. And so walking into the vet's office, of course, Austin's all excited. He gets to see all these things, and you wouldn't even think the daggone dog was sick at all. I mean, he's just like, oh, look at all these dogs. Oh, And I'm like, you kidding me, right? So anyway, we get in there, and they did his heartworm test. They did something called a super chem CBC to see if he had been, poisoned or gotten into something that, could have hurt him. They went ahead and did his distemper parvo lepto for a year. They did his kennel cough booster for a year. He was due on that on the 16th of this month, so he was 10 days behind. They gave me these tablets for Austin. Let's see, can you see it? I don't see how you can. It's not focusing. I don't know why. But anyway, it's called Biomox. It's an antibiotic. And he has to have this by mouth every 12 hours until this is gone. And it's 20. So they gave him 10 days worth of this. Then they gave him this, which is called Fortiflora, a full packet on top of food once daily for 10 days. So this is probiotics for dogs. Is that backwards for you? If it is, I'm sorry. Anyway, so I got to do that once a day for 10 days. And then, if that wasn't enough, I now have to give my dog children's Benadryl up to the red line here. You see that? 5 milliliters twice a day. And then so I tried that a little while ago. He hates it. He absolutely hates it. So now I have to go back to the store and get the pills. He is, I don't know if you can see, he is over on Mom's chair with a pad under him, chilling over there. Oh, and then, okay, so they did his blood sample and did all that, and shots and stuff like that. So I pick him up to hold him, and he rakes his, and then he tears my shirt right here in front. I have an exact same shirt here. This is the one I wore. And so he's so excited to see the other dogs, and he rakes, and he's like this, and he tore my shirt right down in front of the boob, in front of everybody. So now I just hold him up there, right, until I get to the car. And to come home, change shirts. But he is, he's chilling. So, that was my day with Austin. He hasn't had a bowel movement since he came home. He hasn't had a bowel movement since this morning when I saw all that bloody stuff. And there, oh my God, I don't know where all that poo came from. Like I said, a quarter of that potty pad was solid, and the rest of it was runny piles and then the watery, bloody stool. It was awful. So no, they didn't say what was wrong. His exam came out non-conclusive. They said he was well hydrated. He has lost a pound of weight. I explained to them all about what happened before with the food and Nutro changing the formula and him getting the runs for like 2 weeks straight. And until I figured it out, was the food. And I explained the transition from that to sweet potatoes or pumpkin and rice that I've been doing. And then we found the sweet potato and brown rice formula. He was eating that. He was doing fine until last night in the middle of the night. So what I got out of that was a $230 bill and them saying that he probably got into something outside. Like I'm not outside with him when he goes. I said, he's on a leash. He's on a long leash. I watch him. I don't let him pick up anything like that. Could have been he chewed a blade of grass that another dog did their business on and they had something. I don't know. All I know is today has been a very, very long day. I'm just getting home here in the last hour and a half or 2 hours or whatever. I'm just now getting here and getting things settled and getting his medicine done and trying to get him to eat. And I gave him his antibiotic that had the pill, this. I just broke off a little piece of Daya cheese and gave it to him that way. I guess that's what I'm going to have to do. Thank you, Kim. That's what I'm going to have to do with the Benadryl. Oh, by the way, she said never give dog grape Benadryl. Never. Grape. They can't have flavored grape, any grape, no sorts of ways of anything grape. Okay? So now I'm going to have to go back to the store. This was like $6 and something. Now I'm going to have to go back to the store and get the pills so I can put that in cheese. And what a day. So keep Pookie Butt in your prayers. Let me show you. He's so pathetic looking. Look at him. Isn't that pitiful? I swear. He's got my blanket. He's got my Snuggie. He's snugged up in my Snuggie. That pad that's on the back of the couch there that I put there so he don't mess up my couch when he's on lookout. I pulled that and put that in my car to get him situated. But that's what's going on here. I have had a baked potato all day long. That's all. That's it. I want to keep my eye on him. There he is. We'll put him in the picture too. Hey, Emma. Emma's got 1,000 subscribers now, y'all. Good for her. I'm so happy. That's awesome. So that's kind of what I want to talk to you about. I just needed to vent. I want to talk to somebody. Tiffany's been talking to me all day long. As a matter of fact, I am exhausted. This started like at 7 o'clock this morning. And, I see blood on the floor and I freak out. I mean, Austin's my therapy canine. Between him and what it costs to train him, it's not just, of course I love my dog. I'm just saying, if anything was to happen to him, it would take it'd take $1,800 to replace my service animal. But then I'd be without my companion. I'd be without my dog. I mean, he alerts when I am sick. He is my comfort and joy. And I saw blood on the floor and I'm just freaking out, man. I love him so much. Anybody that actually knows me in person knows he's my best pal. Just so worried about him. And then my other friend, Kim, she's in the hospital. I'm worried about her too. So send some good vibes this way. That'd be great. At least we got Austin on track. He's got his medicine. There's more medicine. And there's more medicine. And I tell you, next time I get those potty pads, I'm going to have to get thicker ones. I can tell you that, because even after I cleaned that up, I had to. It all came through those potty pads. So. Keep Austin in your prayers. Keep me in your prayers. I'll have the results from the. What you doing, poo-poots? What you doing? Poor thing. I'll have the results from his blood test back. They said Thursday or Friday. So as soon as I know what's going on, I'll let y'all know what's going on. But as far as cooking anything, I ain't cooked anything today. But I nuked a baked potato. That was about it. And so just worried to death. And keep us in your prayers now, you hear? And that's all I got. Talk to you later. Bye.